We have addressed the question if the 2-year rituximab maintenance treatment adds something to the efficacy of the first-line treatment with bendamustine rituximab in patients with mantle cell lymphoma who are elderly and not eligible for a high-dose treatment approach, which usually would be the standard treatment.
And what kind of results are the group finding?
So the rituximab maintenance treatment, which is given for 2 years, every 2 months, is the standard treatment for other kind of lymphomas like follicular lymphoma. And there was a very important question, is this maintenance also relevant for patients with mantle cell lymphoma? Because mantle cell lymphoma, very similar to follicular lymphoma, is not a disease which you can cure with some high-dose chemotherapy, and therefore it's always the aim to prolong disease control. So the question was, can we prolong disease control when we add 2-year rituximab maintenance after the induction treatment with 6 cycles of bendamustine rituximab?
And did you find an answer?
We found an answer. It was a randomized multicenter phase 2 trial, just for hypothesis generating, because we don't want to make immediately a phase 3 trial, because when we don't find any reason to continue with a very large trial, we first wanted to show superiority or a hint for that in a phase 2 study. In the end, we randomized 122 patients. However, the maintenance did not improve, neither the progression-free survival and also not the overall survival.
Negative results are still results. What are the plans to take these data forwards and incorporate them into future trials?
Yeah, negative results are also very important results, because many people in many countries were asking if the maintenance should be added to every chemotherapy in patients when they treated for mantle cell lymphoma. In particular, there was some years ago a publication in the New England Journal of Medicine, and this was a randomized trial addressing also the question of rituximab maintenance. They had 2 different chemotherapy regimens. The one was CHOP-R, the other was RFC, fludarabine cyclophosphamide. And it came out, interestingly, that the maintenance added something to the efficacy after R-CHOP, but did not improve the outcome of RFC. So that was a very important study, which makes us understand it's not so easy to extrapolate that maintenance is good. We need to test the hypothesis after each chemotherapy. And now we did it after bendamustine rituximab, and I know many colleagues from many countries who extrapolated like this. If it's good after our CHOP, it's also good after BR. We would like to give it, and where is the data? So that was the time at the ASCO, because the ASCO committee selected that abstract for oral presentation. So I presented the results. Somewhat they are disappointing, but also in the end they are very relevant for most physicians worldwide. So at least one can say the 2 years of additional treatment is not necessarily needed, because the outcome for the patient was not improved.
Well, that addresses every question that I had. Is there anything you would like to add?
So yes, of course we further want to improve the results with bendamustine rituximab. It is a treatment which is quite good tolerated, even for a patient population in the age of 70 and older. So still, if you have found something what is administrable to the patients, we want to improve the results. So the addition of cytarabine was just briefly commented by me, that this was shown to be effective in some studies published in the literature, however only as a phase 2 result. And then the addition of the new kinase inhibitor ibrutinib, which is approved worldwide for the relapsed mantle cell lymphoma, also is under investigation. There are some studies ongoing. In addition, lenalidomide, the IMiD, what we know from multiple myeloma, has been shown to be very effective in mantle cell lymphoma. Also some studies ongoing that lenalidomide is added after BR in terms of a maintenance, as we have done it with rituximab. And the last drug which has shown activity is bortezomib, the proteasome inhibitor. And also there are some studies ongoing worldwide where the bortezomib added to the bendamustine rituximab may hopefully add something to the efficacy.